Hi everyone and welcome back. This next activity is an effort versus impact matrix, and this is really good for essentially prioritizing actions, tasks or features as part of maybe another previous workshop activity that you've run. So when you're thinking about completing this activity, in terms of the tips that we recommend here is that you really ask the participants to think about the risks that a project might have so that you can inform the effort required. So what you can see on the page here in terms of the effort versus impact matrix is essentially getting your participants to discuss ideas that have been generated as part of a previous workshop activity and moving those ideas into one of the four quadrants. Again, you have your clear instructions in that top left-hand corner. And what we recommend doing is moving the post-it notes from one of your other boards where the ideas have been generated and copying and pasting them onto this board so that people can clearly see the ideas that need to essentially be prioritized within this matrix. So what you'd ask your participants to do is essentially review each of the individual ideas and then understand and discuss what impact and also how much effort that idea might actually take. And then once they've discussed that, you ask them to place the post-it note within one of these four quadrants. So for example, if we had an idea where it actually was not going to have that much impact to the business and didn't really have that much effort, then you would obviously move your post-it note into this one here, which is essentially a filler task. So it's not going to have much impact, it's not going to be much effort, so maybe it's just something that we don't need to prioritize essentially. However, if you have an idea that might be have an high impact, so something that's really going to have a good impact on the business, but actually is going to take not that much effort from maybe like a risk perspective, a time perspective, and a cost perspective, then maybe that's actually going to be a quick win. So then obviously you'd encourage your participants to move the post-it note into that quadrant. And essentially what you'll end up with here is a kind of list of items that have been prioritized from things that maybe you could start now and have a think about from a business perspective of starting more in the near future, and then things that might take a little bit longer that you want to work towards, whilst also removing some of those items that are probably not going to be worth pursuing. So that's the end of our activities. So thanks so much for your time, guys.